Namaste, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to your heart opener and shoulder stretch yoga flow. Let's start by grounding down to the sits bones, taking a big breath in. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, guide the palms to touch. Slide the thumbs down through the central column. Release the palms onto the thigh. Breath in and breath out. And we'll do that a couple more times. Big breath in. Reach the arms high to the sky. As you exhale, palms touch. Slide them through the eyes, the nose, the heart. Palms on the thighs. Natural breath in. Natural breath out. Take this a few more times at your own pace, reaching the arms up, guiding the thumbs to the hearts. Release the palms onto the thighs, palms face up. Breath in and breath out. Continue this for another cycle of breath. And then the next time the arms reach high to the sky, we'll take a side body stretch. So just reach up and over to the right. Right palm will plant down. Maybe you take a bend into the right arm. As you reach the left fingers up. And if it feels good, you can find a little cactus shape here, opening up. Then inhale, reach the arms through center. Exhale, side stretch up and over to the left. Again, inviting movement. If it feels good to cactus open through the heart, just inviting movement and space. On your inhale, return the palms back through center. Then begin to interlace the fingers at the back of the neck. Inhale to puff up through the chest, lean back slightly, elbows wide. Exhale, round and curl. Bring the chin to the chest, elbows touch in front of you. Inhale, find expansion as you lift the heart. Then exhale, tuck and curl. Stay here for a moment. Maybe you sway from side to side and just get a nice little touch through the back of the neck. And then we'll slowly release this. Shift your weight forward, plant the palms out, find your tabletop position. Right away, inviting cat and cow spinal movements into the body. On your breath in, lift the gaze, dip the belly, gaze ahead. Exhale, round and curl through the spine, dome through the back, gaze back between the thighs. Inhale, open. Exhale, press and curl. You can close the eyes, but just really tapping into the intuitive energy of the body. So going where the body wants to go. And maybe it doesn't really look like a yoga pose, and that's totally okay. Just find what feels good. And the next time you find a cow-faced posture, breathe in. Then exhale, sink the hips back to the heels, child's pose. As you inhale, reach the fingers forward. And as you exhale, maybe the hips guide a little closer to the heels. as you breathe space into the side bodies. Find a natural breath in, natural breath out. Rising back to your tabletop, lift the left fingers high to the sky. Invite some big expansive circles in, opening through the shoulder. And then begin to guide the left leg back, keeping the toes on your mat, just pulsing in and out of the left leg. And we're going to pivot and swivel on to the right leg, finding a modified side plank. Right knee's grounded. Left leg will lift behind you. Maybe you reach the left fingers forward. On your breath in, reach through the fingers and the heel. Then exhale, connect the elbow to the knee. 2 more times. Inhale for length. Exhale, connect and crunch. Once more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. This time on your exhale, we'll catch for the left foot with the palm. Kick back and open through the hearts. Find a breath in. And ever so gently and slowly release this. Guide the left knee back down, and we'll find a thread the needle by guiding the left arm through. Stay for just a cycle of breath here. Enjoy the opening. Enjoy the stillness. And then slowly return back through center. Reach the right arm high to the sky this time. Big shoulder circles. Left and right. We'll release the right palm down. Extend the right leg back. Toes on your mat, and just work in and out of the right calf by pulsing forward and back. And then we're going to swivel open to our side plank, grounding down through the left palm. Reach the right fingers up to the sky. And then guide the right arm forward. Kick the right heel back. You'll find some length, and then exhale, crunch. Inhale, open up. Exhale, crunch. Once more, inhale, lengthen. Then this time, exhale, bend the right knee. Kick the right heel back. Catch for the right foot as you press the heel out. Open through the right shoulder, the right chest. Find your inhale. And as you exhale, just slide that right arm through, releasing to your thread the needle. If it feels good, crawl the left fingertips forward to find a little bit more leverage through the twist. Big breath in, big breath out. Return back to your neutral tabletop position. Tuck the toes. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Slow movements in to arrive in your down dog. Maybe you pedal out the feet, shake the head. Do whatever feels best to you right now. And then gently gaze towards the top of your space. Slow walks to the feet to the top. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Then exhale, ragdoll pose. Deep bend into the knees as you allow the torso to drape forward. Feeling the release through the head, the shoulders. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll yourself to standing. Lift the arms high to the sky. Exhale, open up and cactus out the arms, elbows wide. Inhale, breath in, palms reach high. Exhale, cactus the heart open. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, lift high. Exhale, open and cactus. Inhale, lift the palms high. Then exhale, swan dive forward, reaching the palms out to the side as you lead with the heart, like you're taking a little dive. And then find your high plank position as you plant the palms. Rise high to the tippy toes and engage through the legs. Pull the belly button in and then shift 2 inches forward as you lower halfway to your chaturanga. Inhale, open through the heart, upward facing. Stay here for a moment as you dip the left hip down, gaze over your right. And switch out. Right hip dips, gaze over the left. Inhale, return back through center. Then exhale, send the hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Bend in and out of the left knee, and then reach the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, tiger pose. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, step the right foot between the thumbs. Slide the left foot flat so you're setting up for warrior one in the legs. And on your breath in, reach yourself up, finding your warrior one position. Left foot plants out to a 45-degree angle as you drive deep into the right heel. Bend. And then on your inhale, just open yourself up, warrior two. Creating a heel to heel or heel to arch alignment in the feet. On your breath in, straighten the right leg, lift the palms up overhead. On your exhale, just find a little bit more depth. 2 more, inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. This time, keep the bend in the right leg. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Find your exhale as you tilt the torso forward, reach forward, extended side angle. Really focusing on opening up through the left shoulder and the chest here. Maybe you gaze towards the ceiling. Half binds are welcome. And slowly release as you breathe into a reverse triangle, straighten the front leg. On your exhale, plant the palms, lower halfway. Maybe you keep the right leg lifted. Inhale, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking this up and over to the left side as you breathe in. Lift the left heel high. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger pose. Inhale, rise high, warrior one. Exhale, bend into the knee. Inhale, find a little bit more length through the side body. Then exhale, spiral yourself open, warrior two, arms to the horizon. Breathe into a lengthen through the front side, lift the palms, straighten the leg. Exhale, find a little bit more depth. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise. And then we'll settle in, finding our reverse warrior, lifting the left palm up and back, finds a length. Then exhale, extended side angle. Use the oblique strength here to lift up. And then pull the right shoulder back, open through the heart, the chest. We'll slowly release this, shaking out, lifting the left leg straight, reaching back for a reverse triangle. Maybe you catch the left wrist as you pull it back with the right. And then as you breathe, ride the exhale all the way down to your Vinyasa, opening up to your upward facing, and then sending your hips high, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, lift the right heel high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, rise, back up. Exhale, step through warrior one. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, deepen. One time through, inhale, reach up. And then exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Reverse your triangle, lift up and back. Ride your breath through as you plant the palms lower halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left heel. Exhale, tiger pose, knee to nose. Inhale, rise back up, warrior one. Lift high to the sky. As you exhale, open the arms up to the horizon. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, reach forward, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, lift up and then back. Then ride your breath all the way down like a surfer rides a wave. Moving with the waves of the ocean, opening up. And then sending your hips high to the sky. Once you've reached your downward facing dog, take 3 deep breaths. Let the heart rate settle down. Slow down the breaths and slow down the minds. Soften the knees down to your mats. Come to seated on the heels. Option to keep the toes tucked underneath for a little toe stretch. Close the eyes, bring both palms to the heart space. Finding a moment to thank yourself for showing up. Finding gratitude for giving yourself this space and this time. You are so loved, you are so powerful, you are so great. And just reminding yourself that in this moment, right now, you're more than enough. You can gently release the hands, begin to rise onto the knees. So standing on the knees, option to keep the toes tucked behind you still. And we'll find a half camel pose by reaching the right palm to the right heel, lifting through the left hand, open through the heart. And then swivel the hips down and back. Take this up and over to the left side. Now play around with this a few times, just opening up through the front line of the body. And as you feel ready, we'll find our camel pose. So bring the hands to the low back. Option to make fists and press them into the low back if that feels better. Pressing the hip bones forward, opening through the heart, guiding the shoulder blades to touch behind you. And if it feels like you can go a little bit further, maybe you catch for the heels here in your full camel pose. Take 5 deep breaths. As you breathe space, energy into your camel, into the heart space. And stay here, and then slowly sit back onto the feet. Allow yourself to catch the breath. Allow yourself to integrate. Optional to take some slow rocks to the head from side to side. And then reach the palms up overhead, plant them out in front of you. Step back to your downward facing dog. On your breath in, reach the right leg back high to the sky. On your exhale, we'll rise up, finding our warrior one again. This time we'll interlace the fingers at the low back. Find a breath in as you puff up through the chest, press the knuckles down. And as you exhale, hinging forward, let the knuckles rise high to the sky. As you let the forehead, the head drop inside of the right leg. Full breath in and slow breath out. Release the grip. Find a halfway lift, straighten the right leg. Then exhale, hinging forward, pyramid pose. Let the torso rest on top of the right thigh. As you breathe space into the back side of the right leg for a nice deep hamstring stretch. And gentle, slow breath in. And gentle, slow breath out. On your breath in, lift, find a halfway lift, create some space, then step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, gently rise high to the sky, mountain pose. Release the hands to the side of the body, ground down through the right foot. Inhale, begin to kick the left heel towards the glute, bend the left knee. Reach your right fingers high to the sky. Catch for the inside arch of the left foot, setting up for our dancer pose. Kick into the foot and then begin to hinge forwards. Keeping the hips squared down, reaching forward, and then slowly release this. Swing the left foot forward, left knee forward, breathe in. Exhale, release the left foot down, swivel out the hips, make some movement in the body, just get it all out. Big breath in, and as you take a big sigh out, hinge forward, swan dive, forward fold. Breath in for a halfway lift. Then optional, flow through your chaturanga vinyasa flow. Find breath in as you sit back in your downward facing dog. We'll take this over to the left side by reaching the left heel high, then guiding it between the thumbs. Rise up, warrior one. Release the hands, interlace behind the back. Breath in, open the hearts. Exhale, humble warrior. 3 deep breaths as you enjoy the chest, shoulder expansion. And then we'll release the grip. Guide the hands down to frame the left foot. Inhale to a halfway lift, straighten the left leg. Exhale, hinge and fold, pyramid pose. Just a few deep breaths, lengthening, stretching through the left hamstring. And slowly lift up halfway. Exhale, step the right foot to the top of your mat. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll yourself, mountain pose. Lift the palms up. And then exhale, release the hands to the side of the body. Root down through the left foot, left heel. Kick the right foot towards the glute as you reach back with the right hand, catching the inside and finding your dancer's pose. Roll the right shoulder back to keep lift through the chest. Slowing down the breath, steady mind, steady pose. Big breath in. Slowly release this. Inhale, open the arms high to the sky. Big swan dive forward as you hinge at the hips. Plant the palms, half lift. Step back for your final chaturanga vinyasa. Lift the hips high, downward facing dog. On your breath in, lift the right heel. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Press into the right thigh as you lift back. Open through the right leg, the hip, open through the chest. And then exhale, descend to your runner's lunge. A few deep breaths here. Allowing the forehead, the head to hang heavy and rest. Allowing the space on your breath in. And diving deeper into that space on your breath out. Gently rise back into the palms, lift the hearts. And to release this, straighten the right leg, find a half splitch just for a moment here to get some blood flowing back into the hip. Stretch out through the hamstring. And then press yourself forward, plant the palms, swing the right leg back, downward facing dog. Full breath in, slow breath out. Finding our runner's lunge on the left side. Opening through the left side by pressing the left palm to the thigh. And slowly releasing down to your variation of lizard today. Let the breath take you further. And then we'll release this, lift back up, find a puppy pose. Hips stack over the knees, forehead melts to your mat, arms reach forward. Breathe into the upper back, the shoulders, melt the heart. And then we'll slowly lower all the way down to the belly. And we'll find one final heart opener here. So guide the hands either to the sides of the body or the interlace at the low back. Zipper the feet together as you lift up for your locust pose. Inhale, press everything up. And then exhale, slowly begin to rest down. Maybe you shift the gaze over to one side if it's resting to even out the neck gaze. Gently bring the palms towards the shoulders as you shift yourself back and over, finding yourself on your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Begin to windshield wiper the legs side to side. Feet are on your mat, knees are bent, just finding some slow movements. And the next time the knees rock over to the left, just let them stay there. Turn the gaze over to the right. If it feels good, you can place the left foot on top of the right thigh and walk the right foot out to deepen the opening through the front of the hips. Breath in, breath out. Release this, rock side to side with the knees again, taking a few rounds before settling into stillness on the right side. Drop the knees over to the right. Gaze towards the left. Breathe into the low back, the front hips. And then we'll begin to release this. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. As you allow yourself to then take as much space as you need. Finding your gentle position against your mats for your final resting posture. Take a full breath in and a slow breath out. This is where I'll leave you resting. Take the time to be here and just allow yourself this rest. As always, thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide. It is always an honor. And I will see you in the next video. Namaste, my sweet friends.